Good morning, everybody. It's Tommy from Queers and Soaps. We're coming back to you with another Tommy's First Cup. So thank you for joining me if you're watching, and cheers. Ooh, it's really rough setting up for this thing without actually having any caffeine in you this early. But happy Wednesday. It's June 22nd. Happy hump day for most people. I'm working a 6-day work week, so not quite hump day for me just yet. Um, so yesterday I had mentioned, morning routines, rituals, and that sometimes, most times, I'll watch a soap opera before work or while getting ready for work. And some days I'll just throw on a podcast. But every day I listen to a podcast on my way to work. And I was just wondering, if you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. What are you listening to? I mostly listen to like recap podcasts of like TV shows or like shows I watched growing up. Currently, I am listening to Drama Queens, which is the One Tree Hill recap podcast with Sophia Bush, Hilary Burton, and Joy Lenz, which seems to be the trend the last 2 years. I've been finding a lot of nostalgia podcasts that have former cast members watching the show for the first time or rewatching it, which I think is really cool. The first one I found was 9021 OMG with Tori Spelling and Jenny Garth. And that's fun. They don't really deep dive into the episodes though, which is why I love Drama Queens, because they really kind of pick each episode apart and they tell you what was going on behind the scenes. Um, and I know Gossip Girl has one. I'm not sure it's a recap of every episode, but the actress that played Vanessa on Gossip Girl, I know she interviews former cast members or fans of the show. I think her name was Jessica Sozar or Sar. I don't know if the S or the Z is silent. So I'm butchering that. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, and what else am I listening to? Oh, sometimes I randomly will listen to old episodes of Daytime Confidential because that whole crew over there just cracks me up. Um, but especially Jamie Giddens, so that's why I like to listen to the old episodes sometimes because I love his reenactments of his favorite stories and couples. Oh, and of course, I listen to the Queer Magnolias podcast. Love, love, love those guys. Was so happy to get to meet some of them back in March. And oh, maybe about a week ago, I started binging The Chat, which is kind of like Daytime Confidential. It's a panel, and they talk about soaps as well as like primetime television. And it's led by Casey Hutchison, which you may know from Forever and a Day. And speaking of Forever and a Day, he just launched another audio drama called Everyday Women, which I am loving. And oh, it's Wednesday, so another episode just dropped this morning, so that just reminded me. They have 4 episodes out. I'm looking at the iTunes podcast thing. So, and they're about 15 minutes each, so it's a quick listen. So, yeah, you guys should definitely check out Everyday Women because I'm loving it. It's a rainy day. I just realized yesterday was the first day of summer, and we're starting it off. The next few days here in New York are rainy. That stinks. Last night we did a podcast about Maya Avon from The Bold and the Beautiful. We started watching her transgender reveal storyline. So that was kind of fun to see Aaron's reactions because he had never seen it before. I realized after the fact that yesterday my handle in the corner said at Aaron Wallace, so I told him he was here in spirit. And yeah, So I'm gonna get ready to watch maybe an episode or two of Bold while I get ready for work. Um, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you are listening to on podcasts. I'm always down to find a new podcast and binge it. Um, and until next time, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Thanks for joining me for my first cut.